Greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Welcome to the SciShow, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for people in the fencing business. I know I've used that recently, and I'm going to keep using it because I need a quote from my backyard. If that's you, I appreciate you. We have a 5v5 war here, so the alliance has slowly grown, even with all the alliance events that have been happening lately. If you think you have team sort of similar to mine and you're a good experienced regular player, hit me up. There are still places available. Quick look at my defense. It's done all right so far. Basically the same as last week with the 3 veggies in bloody battle, with those fiends just slowly evolving and eating away. Sun and Yang probably could have taken her out actually. I had her in with Svarfa with the bleed, but we've now got Delufala. She kind of kicked my ass last week, so I thought I'd throw her in. She's really tough because she needs a dispel and a cleanse, basically. She puts the fire on, but she also gives heaps of protection. So the enemy kind of needs a dispel and a cleanse to get around that. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. Everyone else has been kicking butt so far. So 1 target left. Let's get into it and see how we go. All right, I really do need to improve on last week's war, or last war we had, so hopefully we get off to a good start. I am feeling quite better. For anyone who's watched my recent videos, I've been feeling a bit crappy. Just the lack of sleep at the moment, which has caught up with me. So I've gone through a few reds against the green. I've got Charles for protection against von Rothbart. Hopefully, it's been a long time since I've gone against von Rothbart, but I'm pretty sure Charles still is immune, so therefore it can't spread. But yes, we'll see what we can get going. And I've got the fiends there to just slowly get them down. I'll take the red before I make the purple diamond, just so I don't waste the red. And then we'll get the diamond up and running. Let's take this move first just to see. I think that will get charged, yes. So now, who do we want to hit? Try and take out Elena. She might... I do need to hit someone with a fiend, is the best way to go here. I don't want to hit Vertigo with the biggest one, or else it will probably bring up his minion. However, that may happen with the second hit. We just hope it doesn't. Right, we've got a couple of good ones in there. We'll see about getting some more purples and just moving the board around. That's worked out nicely-ish. We just need those Mega Fiends to kick in and do their thing. All the whilst trying not to get von Rothbart. I think I'll probably target von Rothbart with my hits. I think Elena is... Oh, sorry, Marjana. I thought that was Elena. Anyway. I was hoping that wasn't big enough to get his a Mega Minion, but it was. So we'll now get rid of von Rothbart just to make sure. I don't want him causing any issues whatsoever. And now we're looking reasonably good. Get my second guarded up and running. And, she got a mega. Yeah, look. I'll hit her anyway. It might kill her, might not. Not quite, that's alright. Well, that was definitely a better start than last week. I was very tempted to take some sort of protection on this team, like a taunt or a minion summoner, or even mega minions. I've gone with, they do have a moth, so I've got a couple of moths, so I've gone for heroes that will gain mana from that moth dust. I've got Salamata, who will nerf Sludge's Dance. And then I've just got Cosmic Speaker for an ongoing cleanse, because they do have a bit of damage, like damage over time and stuff. So, yeah. Although he will probably dispel that anyway, yeah. depending on which order they go in. It's not a lot to start with. I'm going to get some reds down the middle. And look, I can see one red move, obviously. So because of that, I need reds. I'm going to go to try and clear a lot more down the middle, and there we go. That will hopefully get me what I need, and we can start getting things happening. Now, Isidore does come in handy because he does do extra damage against those minions, so we'll take the left-hand side, I think, to start with. I am going to put Araminta on first just to get that extra attack, or the extra damage happening. And probably should target him, to be honest. Don't have a heap of reds left on the board. He's going to hit everyone anyway, so look, we'll just try and take someone out with the lowest health to start with and see what he does. A little bit. Kind of half of one and half of another, so I think we'll go the safe kill. Going to be doing a lot more damage, however. She does put you to sleep. Got to dispel. I'd like to think... you know what? I'll go this side. There's plenty more tiles to clear over here, I think, as well, and she's a little bit lower, so I'm just going to try and get the kill. Now I can at least clear some of these greens without too much damage. Now, might just need to take the purples to try and refresh a few reds, which didn't help a lot. Oh, there we go, that's a bit better. Now I just need to get one more red match. Sludge's dance should wear off very quickly. Get my heroes back up and running. And we should be quite decent here. Hopefully kill him before Sludges dies and gives him a mega minion, but yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Looking reasonable. Shout out to Crew Knights as well. I don't think I said that when I started the video. I'm not sure if they're part of the Crew family. Obviously, I was part of Crew Jesters for an awful long time, but the whole Crew family was something that sort of was around before I came on the scene, so I'm not sure if they are, but yeah, shout out to Crew Knights. Hopefully a fantastic war, a bit of fun. And hopefully I keep winning. Another red team, a couple of yellows. The Blub is useful against the Moonbell because he does kill minions and give me mana for any minions. So on the off chance, you know, she's gone off and they've got the minions. I know they can possibly steal my buffs and that's okay. I can sort of live with that. All right. This is an interesting one as to how I use these reds. I think I'll take the straight up match and just see what else comes. It's nice to get those reds into the middle to get that damage up. And there we go. That was beautiful timing. We should be able to get some pretty insane damage. These are slightly annoying. They've got the counter attack, but it's only a pretty early one. So we'll go... Actually, no. What I'm going to do is get Rat Grub up first. And then we're going to get a heap of extra damage from him, hopefully without setting anyone off. Then I'll get all the follow-up damage, and we should be absolutely smacking them. I was going to do that slow, I didn't really need to in the end. Look, it killed them all, and I've still got one special left. That is just crazy damage output. Alright, taking on the Von Rothbart team again. I was very undecided here whether to go reds again, whether to take sludges or not, or whether just to stick with the blues and greens. I've gone with a couple of wildcats. It's like if Rothbart goes off, then they. And I just totally forgot it wasn't a revive. So that's awesome. I'm going to blame being unwell. But yeah, so that's awesome. I've just totally forgotten that. Anyway, let's try and get these colours. I was hoping I can get the blues and greens and sort of get some damage going. They can't heal away, so as soon as I can get some really good damage on now. Oh, there's so many options here because I could try to get more yellows and get the protection up with sludges. I could go some blues and greens. He does decent hit to 1. Sticky surface doesn't bother me too much. I'd like to get my blues up, but there's not 3 matches as yet. Well, this is an interesting one. Thinking of this red sideways to give me red and blues kind of doesn't help get the third blue, but it helps a little with greens. Yeah, look, let's do that. It's worked out beautifully in the end, so that's really, really good. That worked out even better because Svarfa now has some ice damage to give off. So yeah, now we will... I could take the yellow to get Sludges up, but he's going to fire straight away anyway, so let's get some damage on. Get my next blues. And we should be able to clear out some danger here. So we'll get some big frost damage on. And we will can kill him with the greens. I think he's only got 210. He's going to die from damage anyway. So there's no real big threats here. I've got a couple of the evades on over there. Let's just go this side. I'm about to get sludges up as well, so it doesn't really matter too much. I've also got plenty of greens. Get sludges for a bit of protection. Oh. Kind of, some of these are stressful. I shouldn't really, once I win a few, I kind of do drop off the pressure a little bit and just don't mind too much, but yeah, I do like to try and win as many as I can, even though sometimes it may not look that way. Just need to make her fire maybe and see if she kills herself. Of course she hits sludges. Why wouldn't she? Seriously. All right. We'll get some more damage on her and finish things off. Of course she resists everything. Die already. Just a bit of a fun team here, to be honest. A bit of random insanity to add to the mix. If I don't get enough sort of reds to wipe everyone out, I should get a lot of insanity. Got a couple of purples with insanity as well. So Hunter, just on the off chance I can kill someone. And Moristar, there is a... I haven't used him much since I've got him, so yeah. And on top of that, I've also got the Veggie Fiend, so... Let's see what we can do. Might just take... I'm going to take that small cascade to start with. And then... Sorry, I was half deciding whether to pop the blues down the middle then and try to get a diamond. I possibly should have done, but sort of changed my mind halfway through. So that's always impressive. I'm just going to take those reds and see what else we get. Greens into some purples. Oh, look, that was beautiful. Going to take a hit, but we're going to then get some good damage on. Unfortunately, got the attack down. Now, who are we going to take here? Got Fiends going on pretty well on that side, so I'm not too worried about our Freak. That Fiend will kill her before she does anything too crazy. We'll get some Reflect on. Yeah. See how many hits we get from Rosanna. Only one, that's pretty crappy. Alright, that's not great. Take the extra hit on him just in case. Now we just try and get as much of the good stuff as we can. He's actually going to steal all of that reflect anyway, so that's not going to help me much. So I'll try not to set him off. Can get some reds and purples over here. Should be okay, but we don't want to risk anything too crazy. So yeah, look, I don't really mind if she gets another Mega Minion up. I don't think it's going to hurt me too much, as opposed to Wolfston going off. And looking very goodly. Yeah, look, let's just finish him off. I was going to be silly and try and use Rosanna again, but there was really no need. And we'll get the kill with Hunter.
Hasta la vista, baby.
All right, a slightly fun team, I think, here to try and finish. I've got Omen. I've got 4 greens, but if I don't get... It's kind of a different level to the greens as well. So I've got Merith, who will go off in 7 tiles and be able to get a Paralyze on if I only get 7 tiles. Backup plan is Omen to get his Fiends up. And I may need that because we're not looking great. What can I get here? There's not a heap of anything around. I'm just going to take the move that I think may give me the best cascade. This one into the yellows. Didn't really do a heap for me anyway. Got a few extra options. Yeah, we're just going to go with that as quick as we can now and try to clear whatever we can. All right, I've at least got some red stacking up. So I'm not a huge fan of just hit ones in Bloody War. I just feel it sort of doesn't... Oh, damn, I've got that moth dust. So yeah, the hit ones just gives you a chance to start life. It doesn't put the pressure on if you're getting multiple hits and multiple heroes. Anyway, this is a bit of a YOLO. We've got some nice green. Oh, that was nice that it killed that one. Now, only problem with his hit, if I hit this dude, is it's going to give him a slime minion, I think, and not give him a Fiend. And this guy could dodge, so I'm just going to put my Fiend over here. I mean, it'll take a while to spread, but that's okay. We've got a lot of things going on. We'll get some bleed, we'll get a hit, we'll get... Probably should have used Merith first, but... Alright, he's asleep, unfortunately. Now we'll just see what happens. Unfortunately, he got the Mega Minion, which means the Fiend isn't going to spread, but hopefully the bleed damage can get some stuff happening. So many blues. I'm just going to take this green to start with. Those damn Mega Minions are quite annoying. We do have them paralyzed, so I will go the... Yeah, let's go the blue. Looking reasonably good, but I still need to get some stuff happening. That was a bit of a waste bringing Omen. I didn't think that through too well. Now, get some greens hopefully from this. Poor old Archibald just sat there asleep the whole time. Alright, we should be looking decent here with the greens on the blue. And look, I might even risk a hit from Omen. I thought he might go insane. That's okay. He'll hit himself. I've got the greens there to follow up, so shouldn't be too bothersome. There we go. About time I went for 6 for 6. It's been a little while. We'll check the scores. 1800. Everyone else hasn't hit fully yet, so we'll see how we go. We are looking very, very good in the war. 13 flags to 20, so we've got a lead and we've got plenty of flags up our sleeve. Defense has been working pretty well. Hope you've had an awesome weekend. I hope you've felt a lot better than I have over the weekend. Hope you kick ass in war. Just going to put my testing video together for Soul Exchange as well, so keep an eye out for that. If you haven't watched my other Soul Exchange videos, go check them out. Hopefully some useful information in there. A bit of fun along the way as well. Testing video will be the same, a bit of fun, a bit of information, showing all those heroes in action to give you the best information you can have to make the best decision for you. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, remember to gently press the subscribe button, give your kitty a scritch for me. Have a bloody good one.